Hello, hi, this is Kelly. I haven't seen you guys for a while, and I look back my video I made through here and there about I Ching, and I find out hasn't been that organized. And I did a lot of I Ching video before at Vio. However, that was a few years ago, and it wasn't that organized either. So I have a hard time to get that video back to transfer into YouTube. So what I would do is I'm just gonna to redo some of them, and for eaching I may be starting as basic. I mean the basic is this is all I talk is basic theory anyway. Okay, and I want to start with basic and basic one, and instead we start talking about I Ching self. We may talk about certain things that relate to it. So let's say this class is class 1, and I want to talk about Yin Yang, okay, Tai Chi, and 八卦. Okay, 八卦 that means 乾退离震巽坎寅坤，乾退离震巽坎寅坤, which is the 8 of the symbol, the basis symbol. I call myself call 8 palace, and how does 5 elements. Okay, so that's a basic concept I starting with. So when you get more have a basis concept, then you're easy for you to understand for more details, and they will make it easier. And when we look at the 8 palace 乾退离震巽坎寅坤, and we will see mainly as all about nature. Okay, nature like a Qian, 3 yang symbol, and let me show you. Okay, Qian. Okay, and that's the sky. So we see this nature. Within Kun. Kun is the pure yin, that's earth. Okay, then we see Zhen. Okay, that's thunder. Li, fire. Kan, water. Tui, lake. Tui, string, wind. And Yin, mountain. So we also see the 8 palace contains nature. Okay, so when we 64 60 symbol together, and the combination A times A, that's 64. The 64 all have a nature behind it. Okay, so that's mean when we have draw the hexagram and we see the nature, and we can know maybe what's going on, because nature, qi. Okay, so we want to talk about 2. Qi, what direction qi will go. For example, sky qi will go down. Okay, 天气下降, sky qi go down. Okay, earth qi go up. Okay, wind is unsteady. Okay, so we have that will say qi also. Okay, so the basic we see the I Ching, we have to see first of all nature. So when we combination 2 of them, and we see how nature that interact each other, so that we will know what situation actually look like. Okay, that's a basic like just I Ching self will talk about what situation, for example, revolution or meat or chance, just because of how nature qi was going around. Okay, so that's one way we look at. The another one we will look at is yin yang. Yin yang, which means how many yin and how many yang on that hexagram. Okay, then we will look at the qi in that situation that you have this hexagram. Okay, the The qi is the time, the day, and the month and year. Okay, so the qi, that particular time, what the qi is. Okay, then five elements, and how they interact each other. So we see yin yang, how they interact each other. Five elements, how to interact each other. Okay, what the nature look like it. They interact each other in the hexagram. Okay, that's a major we look at basic. Okay, so so I just want to show you guys, you know, the beginning of when we look at this I Ching. Sometimes very confused. What is I Ching? What is it? But it's just a combination of theory and I. It's called suggest to change. Because in my video I did talk about I. I is the animal. Okay, I can draw. I don't know. I think I show in other videotape. I. Okay. So if you look at the E, look like the animal in the desert. Okay, I draw like an animal in the desert. They changing color. Okay, morning they changing color, lunch they changing color, and dinner it's like leather changing color. So they're talking about the change, and the change is supposedly basically on yin yang 消长. Okay, so the trend is supposed to be more yin and yang decrease, and more yang and yang decrease and yin increase. So it's like one continue grow and the yang will continue decrease, and when yang continue goes up and yin will continue go down. So that we call 消长. 消 is deplete and deplete and deplete. 长 is continue goes up, just like human when we born. Okay, we have the how we grow, you know, how we grow and grow to the most powerful. Then we have to go different direction and become a little bit weaker and old. Okay, in the same way, that's the trend supposed to go. So you see the 64 yao, you usually can see the trend. Okay, it's like a circle. So it goes up, then it goes back down again, it goes up and back down again. Okay, that's the trend. So nothing is like all the way very high and then forever high. This is not possible. Okay, for the theory, I Ching theory, that was mean if you are really high, that's mean about the time to go down. Okay, so we see 6 yao, always the 5th yao. Okay, we have a first yao in the bottom, second yao, third yao, 4th yao, 5th yao, 6th yao on the top. So always number 5 is the topless. We don't see number 6 is topless, because by the time you number 6, that means you're quick going to decline to number 1. So everything is going to topless, always suggests to drop. Okay, that's another. So we want to know 2 words. One is qi. Okay, qi. Qi is yin yang qi, 5 element qi. Okay, that's the one. Another one we call su. I think qi is more energy, understand, but the su you might not understand. Su is number. So we are Chinese people, if they go to fortune teller, they always say, how is my qi su? Qi su. Qi su. Qi. Okay, su, number. Okay. You said number is easier words. It's just a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a number, right? But in Chinese, su, we have a more kind of deep meaning in there. Su, sometimes that means your fate. Okay, so when we say su, If you talk to Chinese people, you say 数, 气数, they will say, oh, your 气数is up, it's finished. That means you're about to die. so they use that word, they say 气数, oh my God, his 气数is the end. That means he's died. He is no more 气, no more 数, no more. 数 is mean like, it's like a number, how long. So 数 you can be, 数 is a number, it translate to English is number, but 数 can be more deep meaning. That mean how much energy you will last. Okay, also 数 can be like what is the number. So when we look at the 8 palace, they have their number, and that number we can say is 数. It's a 数, and we have to remember that. Okay, so and I just basically introducing to here, but I will starting kind of more slowly goes up. So my plan is going to talk about Tai Chi, talk about Yin Yang, and talk about 5 elements. Then I talk about 8 palace and see how we can match them. 8 palace, how to match 5 elements into the 8 palace. Okay, and there's a palm for it. Okay, and during each hexagram has 6 yao. Okay, each yao has animal. We call su animal or god animals, and represent the each yao's character. Okay, and each yao has a relative, that means father, brother, husband, wife, okay, friends, son and daughter, and that all represent and that surrounding energy through to this yao. Okay, so and I basically give a conclusion and in the beginning, so you can see what we look at. So by the time when you draw the hexagram, and you can use coin. Okay, you draw the several coin, and you can have when you draw the coin, and you have 6 yao is original yao. Then you will draw again, see which yao is changing, right? But when you draw again, you will draw one is complete different hexagram. So inside could have 2 or 3 yaos changing instead of 1 yao change. Okay, so if you use a coin method, you will possible has first no change, second no changing yao. Okay, for example, you threw first time, you got the first yao. Okay, then you throw second time, you got the second yao, and you throw third time, you got third yao, and you continue through 6 times, you got the hexagram. Right? Each hexagram has 6 yao and 2 trigram. Then you complete. That's what the situation you have. Then you throw again for what the result is. So you throw result. You throw first time, 2 times 3, 4, 5, 6. You come out with a complete different hexagram. You come out with a complete different hexagram. So when you compare 2 hexagrams, you find out they 2 exactly same sometimes. So that means no change, right? Okay, or you will have several yao change. Okay, if you see several yao change, that means undecided. Don't do anything. If you decide to do something, stop it, because undecided. That's mean things was not settled. Not settled. You see, so many yao is changing. Things is not settled. Okay, and if when you throw, you only have 1 changing yao, 1 changing yao. If you have only 1 changing yao, the yao that changing to another hexagram, and that's we call yong. Yong, that means what you will use, and that outsider. Okay, the one that not change yao. The trigram that when it has no changing yao, that's yourself. We call T. 体 is called body. Okay, 体用. So you learn two words, 气数. Okay, the second word is 体用. 体用. I draw for you guys. 体用. 体用. 体. You see, this is a bone, like a human structure. Okay, and right next to feng, feng is mean you have lots of muscle. So that's mean human body called 体. Okay, and that's always represent yourself. 用 is mean, you know, the things outside that you can use called 用. 用 is mean use, use. Okay, 体 is human body, 用 is use. So you got 体用. Okay, so when you have a hexagram, you have a two trigram, you want to decide which one is yourself. If there's the calm one, always yourself. If the one changing, always somebody else. Okay, and that trigram always represents somebody else. If the two hexagram has not changed, two trigram has no changing yao, so they come out exactly same, then lower part always yourself. The lower part trigram always yourself. Okay, that's the basic. Okay, so we want to see 体用. We'll choose which yao is T, which trigram is T, which trigram is 用. Okay, and then we want to know 气数. Qi is what is yin yang qi surrounding this hexagram. Okay, then su, we want to know the number of this hexagram, which is there are two trigrams. They have their number. You know, in my previous video I have talked about it, but I can maybe give a little bit here, memorize. I will talk about it later also. Okay, like a 钱 is 1, 退 is 5, oh, 退 is 2, okay, 离 3, 正 is 4, 退 is 5, okay, and 坎 is 6, 赢 is 7, and 坤 is 8. Okay, I will repeat that eventually, but I just want to show you guys. So that's su. Su is important. Okay, just like our days, and you know, today is 2013. Time is grow kind of fast. 2013, and right now is, let's say, 8/31. Okay, so that's what su. And 子丑寅卯辰巳午未. 午is already the 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉. Okay, so it's in the 酉. 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉. That's number 10. Number 10. We only have 12. Then we'll take a turn. Okay, so from 子 is from the 11 p.m. to 1 at midnight. That's the most yin energy. Wu is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is the most yang energy. Okay, 子午. Okay, so 子午, 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉. 戌 申酉. Yo is 8 o'clock, 7 to 9. So it's 酉时. Okay, your time is number 2. So you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10. So number 10 is su is 10. Okay, so it's important. Eventually I will talk about. So today this is the first basic theory. Okay, I'm starting total basic. Okay, thanks.